Hi guys, my name's Jill. Today is a really crazy day because I'm filming my second YouTube video. And you definitely already know what I'm making because you looked at the title of this video. But if you don't already know and you can't read, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make the vegan buttercream that I use in all my TikToks. And I don't know why so many people really wanted this recipe, but apparently like everyone wants it because that's like the #1 comment that I get is asking for my buttercream recipe. But I have lots of tips and tricks. It's a very detailed recipe. It's easy, but it's detailed. So I figure I should show you guys on YouTube because it wouldn't really work for a TikTok. And I also should include that this recipe, I'm going to show you how to make it. I'm going to show you all the ingredients, but also you obviously need the exact measurements for everything, but I don't want to list that in the video because it like takes too long, you know. So the full measurements for all the ingredients that I use will be in the description box below. Okay, now on to the video, let's go. Okay, so for this recipe, I have 5 ingredients that I use. So first, I have some powdered sugar. You probably will need a lot of this. Next, we have our butter. I'm using the country crock plant butter with almond oil, which sounds really weird. And you're like, Jill, why do I need this kind? I don't know, you just do. This is the only kind that works. So you can try a different kind of vegan butter, but this is the only one that's ever worked for me. So I mainly use this as my fat source. Ew, that sounds gross. But I also use a little bit of coconut oil too. It just makes it a little bit smoother. And then I have some almond milk, and this is just to like thin out the buttercream however much you want. And lastly, I have some vanilla extract. Okay, so our first step is we're going to defrost our butter. So basically what we're doing here is we're trying to get our butter to be room temperature, but if your butter's already at room temperature, then you can just skip this. I just always forget to take it out of the fridge before I make it, so I'm just microwaving it instead. Okay, wait, ready for this? Hold on. I have so many questions. I promise I didn't like stage this. When I dropped the butter, look how it landed. Just gonna move that over. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put it on defrost just for a few minutes. I don't know why I said minutes. I meant seconds. I put it on defrost for like 20 seconds. Here's my butter. It's a little messed up from when I dropped it and it melted a little bit, but it's fine. It's mostly at room temperature, so it's whatever. So I'm gonna add my butter to the bowl. That was a weird feeling that I just got. Oh yeah, by the way, you can make this by hand, but I definitely wouldn't recommend it. So ideally you want a stand mixer like I have, but you can use a hand mixer too. Okay, with my paddle attachment, I'm just gonna whip this butter to get all smooth, and I'll whip it on like a medium speed for like 3 minutes approximately. Okay, so as you can see here, we whipped the butter a lot. There's still a few tiny little like chunks. Okay, that makes it sound gross. They're not chunks, but well, actually they are. To this, we're also going to add our other fat, which is our coconut oil. And the coconut oil, you really don't need very much, so I'm just adding a little bit, like 2 tablespoons worth. Okay, and now I'm going to also whip this up again for another like 2-ish minutes. Boom! Would you look at that? It still looks a little bit weird because it's just butter and stuff, but now we have that all whipped up and it's time to add our powdered sugar. So I'm going to turn my mixer on to the very low speed. I'm gonna add my powdered sugar 1 cup at a time and just try not to get it everywhere because sometimes it explodes a little bit. See, if you look at that, smooth as heck. Oh, I just got it. Okay, never mind. Okay, the last cup got fully incorporated, so I'm gonna add another cup. Also, don't forget that I have the exact measurements in the description below. Okay, see it's starting to get a little smoother. I'm gonna add another cup. Okay, now I'm gonna add my last round of powdered sugar. This time, I'm just at 1/2 cup. And let that mix because right now it looks weird. While this is mixing, I should say, I use 3.5 cups, but you can use anywhere from like 3 to 4 cups, depending on how sweet you like it. You know, it's up to you. It's your life. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Adding my vanilla. Okay, so as you can see here, we have our frosting. It's nice and all, don't get me wrong, but for me, it's a little bit too thick. So I'm gonna add some almond milk to just make it a little thinner and a little bit smoother. Okay, and just like we did with our butter, we want our almond milk to also be at room temperature. Well, you could be responsible and just leave your almond milk out so it gets to room temperature, but I never do that. So what I do, I pour a little bit in a bowl and then I microwave it for like 5 seconds so it becomes room temperature. Okay, my almond milk is now room temperature, so we can use it. Okay, so turn your mixer back on. I have it on like a medium-ish speed. So about a tablespoon at a time, I'm gonna add my almond milk until it gets to the consistency that I want it to. So just pour it in gradually. Okay, let's look at this. So this is about 1 tablespoon of almond milk. I think I want it just a little bit softer, so I'm gonna add maybe another 1/2 tablespoon. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so now we have our final frosting. That's looking good to me. This is like the perfect consistency that I like it for decorating cakes and for baking cupcakes and stuff. But if you want it to be less soft, you can add less almond milk. If you want it to be more soft, you can add more almond milk. Yeah, it's up to you. So I'm gonna throw some of this in a piping bag and show you guys how nice and sexy this frosting is. Okay, so I have some of this frosting here in a piping bag. Sorry, don't mind me. I was just trying to get the frosting down. We have a linen piping tip here. It's just your average basic star tip. And I'm going to show you guys how sexy this buttercream is. You know, originally I was really planning on putting some sexy music over this sexy piping montage, but then I realized that I don't know how to use music on YouTube without getting copyrighted because I don't understand YouTube. So it's just me talking instead. So I hope you enjoy it because talking is my music. Can you tell? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Bro, that looks so good.
But clearly, as you can see, this is a very nice and one might say sexy buttercream. Okay, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this interesting tutorial of how to make the buttercream that I make. I'm really good at this YouTube thing. Okay, anyway, make sure to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you aren't already. Yeah. Oh yeah, also let me know if you try out the recipe and tell me how it went. I want to know. Okay, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.